Yes. 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 Ladies and gentlemen, yes. The Sixers won the game. The Philadelphia 76ers won the game. I feel like I can't breathe. I feel like I was playing in the game. It took years off of my life. One day when I go to the doctor and they say your blood pressure is high, but your diet's good, you work out, we got to figure out what's the problem is. And they're going to find out that I watch Sixers playoff games. And they're going to say, if you would like to live the longest life you can live, you got to stop. And of course, in the most Sixers fashion ever, like in the most Sixers fashion ever, it is not over until the clock hits 0.000000000000000 infinity pi times 1,000, whatever. The Philadelphia 76ers just find a way to use every bit of the game possible to possibly lose the game. That's what the Philadelphia 76ers do. We're winning, but we're going to use every ounce of clock to maybe lose. Why is it like that? Tyler Hero hits a three off of course, an offensive rebound with 0.3 left, and the Sixers knock the ball out of bounds as the clock hits 00. I mean, you couldn't use more of the clock to possibly fuck up than the Philadelphia 76ers. But they won the game. And that's all that matters. They escaped an absolute dogfight. It was not fun. Most of it. It wasn't fun at all. Nothing went the way that it should go. Nothing looked the way that it should look. It wasn't fun. And they pulled it off in the end. Unbelievable. I'm worked up right now. Before I forget to give a shout out to the people that pay me. This is brought to you by BetUS.
BetUS, America's favorite sportsbook and casino. Live betting and racebook. We're celebrating 30 years with a historic offer. A 125% sign-up bonus on your first 3 deposits. Plus 10% gambler's insurance. Get started today. BetUS, where the game begins.
I don't know if that played audio. It didn't have audio on my side. Hopefully it had audio for you guys. Thank you to BetUS for sponsoring the channel. And I got to talk about BetUS real quick before we get down to business. Forgot to share my screen. Allow StreamYard to share your screen. Yes. What? Not now. What the? Okay, so the PC is back. It's new. And all the settings are different now. So just give me a second. I got to figure it out. There we go. Allow to share screen, please. Thank you very much. And we're back. This was the odds on BetUS before the game. It was a 5-point spread. Always bet against the spread when it comes to the Philadelphia 76ers. Because like I said, they're going to use every ounce of the game to try to mess it up. 5-point spread. They were up by 5. And gave up, what was it? How did it become a 1-point game? I forget, but there was a Tyler Hero 3-pointer there. There might have been a free throw in there somehow. Either way, always bet against the spread when it comes to the Sixers. In the playoffs especially, all of these games are going to be very close. So there you go. The money line was minus 210. They didn't cover the spread, but they pulled it off. And if you sign up for BetUS right now using the link in my description, you'll get a 125% deposit bonus on your first 3 deposits with 10% gambler's insurance. Who else is doing that? Nobody. And, so if you drop $500, you would have $1,250 to bet with on BetUS, and you could have dropped it on the Sixers not covering that spread because they are the Sixers and they don't cover spreads. They try to lose till the very last second. Shout out to BetUS for sponsoring the channel. Let's get down to business. 941 people in here. Thank you so much for joining me. Please do me a favor one time, close out the chat and hit the like button. There's definitely a lot of things we got to say. Shout out to everyone in the chat being active. I appreciate you, and I will get to all of the super chats. First things first, guys. If I told you Sixers versus Heat play-in game, the Miami Heat are going to shut us down with a zone defense, you would agree with that. That sounds, yeah, of course they are. Why wouldn't they do that? That's what they do. And the Sixers fold against his own defense. But if I would have told you Joel Embiid's going to have a terrible game for about 3.75 quarters, Tyrese Maxey's going to start running from the zone defense like the boogeyman, and 2 38-year-olds, one who was a throw-in in the James Harden trade, and one who was a buyout, probably because Nick Nurse loves him, and everybody else thought he was washed. If I told you those two guys were going to save the Philadelphia 76ers in the play-in tournament and possibly save their season, you would have told me I'm absolutely out of my damn mind. The Sixers get just bullied by the Heat defense, Eric Spoelstra's strategy, the zone for the millionth time in my life. I mean, Eric Spoelstra and the zone defense, I'm going to see in my nightmares for the rest of my life. You know, I wake up and just out of my closet is just a monster version of Eric Spoelstra, and like 5 guys run out and start running a zone defense in my bedroom. That's the nightmares that I'm going to have for the rest of my life. And for some reason in my dream, I'm trying to make a shot and they're just running a zone, whatever. Crazy analogy. But if I told you that Kyle Lowry and Nicholas Batum would be the ones that saved this game, you would have told me I'm absolutely crazy. Joel's getting shut down, and we got to figure that out, because what do you think the Knicks are about to do? But Joel's getting shut down. Nobody can make a 3 in the first half. How do you break a zone? You got to start making threes. They're just going to triple team Embiid before he ever touches the ball if you can't make a 3, right? Maxey looked, I don't know what he was doing in the first half, bro. Like, against the zone, we need you to attack. We need you to get inside the defense. You have to make the defense make a decision. That's what a zone is. Every player has a zone, and they're making a decision. Where do they want to go? You have to get inside the zone. Maxey was just giving the ball to Buddy. Back to Maxey, back to Buddy. Dude, at one point, he dribbled out an entire shot clock. I couldn't believe it. And at one point, he passed up a wide open 3 in the corner. And 38-year-old Nicholas Batum says, hey, guys, I know how to break a zone. I've been doing this for, I think, probably almost 20 years. So just swing the ball to me. Swing the ball to me. I've been around the block. I'm leaving here with something. You know that Denzel Washington clip? I'm from round the way. I'm leaving here with something. Nicholas Batum, man. Big shot after big shot after big shot after big shot. Just absolutely unbelievable. And we got to figure something out, because I love what Nick Batum did in this game, obviously. But if you think you're going through these playoff series relying on Nicholas Batum to lead you in scoring, and hit big time 3-pointer after big time 3-pointer in the fourth quarter, you're cooked. But Nicholas Batum saved us. And not just the catch and shoot threes, but a play that he made later in the fourth, a pump fake on a three, a drive to his left. I was like, Nick, what are you doing? A fadeaway jumper. But we get an offensive rebound, and it results in a Joel Embiid three from the top of the key to complete a Joel Embiid 5-point swing and then he got an and one that made it a 8-point swing. Another crazy play by Nicholas Batum. And the wildest one was a putback on a maxi floater, maybe on the right side, or a maxi layup, flying towards the rim, out hustling everybody on the Sixers team, everybody on the Heat team. Nicholas Batum with a tap in, almost no look offensive rebound. So shout out to Nicholas Batum and Kyle Lowry playing his ass off, playing defense, running the show. We got to get Mayans out of here, man. Hey, see you later, buddy. Have a nice life trolling somebody else's stream. Yeah, ban user and delete their comments. See ya. Yeah, Kyle Lowry playing his ass off, man. Just his defense was incredible. His leadership really was incredible. And for a long time, we've been saying the Sixers need veteran leaders. You know, how many years have we watched this team? And they've had talent, but they haven't had those veterans off the bench that just have been around for a long time and know the right way to do things in certain situations, and will get on other players. Kyle Lowry's that guy. He will get on other players. And you just feel a sense of order, a sense of calm, and he just gets everybody calm and slowed down and organizes the game and runs the show, and that's huge. And I'll say this: I think Tyrese Maxey is an elite level scorer right now. But as far as playing point guard in the playoffs and being the one that's relied on to do what Kyle Lowry did tonight, Tyrese Maxey's he's not that guy. He doesn't have that leadership yet. He doesn't have that experience yet. He doesn't have that half-court ability that Kyle Lowry has. So if you didn't get Kyle Lowry in a buyout, I mean, that's just huge to have. And then Maxey can play his more comfortable position, which is really a playmaking shooting guard. Let's call it what it is. I love him, but he doesn't have what Kyle Lowry has as far as just that veteran, half-court, experienced, playoff point guard type of stuff. And it's a perfect fit. It's a perfect fit. I disagree. He's learning. Yeah, he's not there yet. That's what I just said. I didn't say he's not learning. Yeah. Also, 1,278 people in here. Do me a favor. Get me over 1,000 likes. Let's push this stream. Let's break 2,000, bro. The Sixers have the best chance to win a championship that they've had in 20 plus years. I've been watching this team since 95. I went through that Iverson era and I loved it. But when I look back on it, they didn't have many real chances to get a trophy. And then I watched a lot of years of garbage. And here we are. It wasn't pretty. They won the game. They got a lot of things to work on. I'm sure that's what Nick Nurse and everybody's talking about right now in the post-game press conferences, etc. But they have the best chance right now to get there. And now we see the New York Knicks in the first round of the playoffs. I want to personally thank Nick Nurse for being the first coach in the modern Sixers era to have the balls to put Tobias Harris on the bench. I have a clip on Instagram that went a little bit viral, hit like 100,000 views, and there's just so many comments of people that don't really watch the game like us. They're not watching the segment in the third quarter where you saw him struggle, close out slow as hell, hit the ball off the side of the rim, put up a couple of weak layups, and you start to see what's he giving you at all, really? Nothing. Get him off the floor. That's what we've seen all season. He has good moments, but you start to see him absolutely collapse, and you start to say, get him out of here. And for the longest time, it's been, yeah, we're going to get him out of here, make a run, but we're going to bring him back in the closing lineup. And I've been saying, look, if he's playing good, okay. If he's a part of the way that you got there, that's fine. But if he's not giving you anything, put somebody else out there. And Nick Nurse said, I'm trying to win this game. I don't care if you're the highest paid player on the team. I'm trying to win this game. Nicholas Batum is part of the reason we're here. Kyle Lowry is part of the reason we're here. We need Kelly Oubre out there because he's just a perfect fill in the gaps attack guy. Just attack. Athletic. Maxey and Embiid. You had to do it. You had to put him on the bench. And I knew politics were involved in a lot of those regular season games, and his image was involved and all that stuff. When it comes down to the playoffs, I was like, is Nurse really going to do it? Is he really going to just put the guys out there that he knows have the best shot to win the game, or is he going to play politics? And I was saying on that stream on Monday night, I was like, at the end of the day, Nurse is protecting his own reputation, and he's a championship winning coach. And I don't think he took the job agreeing to baby a certain player. I think he took the job and said, I'm going to get you guys past the second round for the first time in 20 years. But I'm in charge. I'm making all the decisions. And Batum was playing the way he was playing. Lowry was playing the way he was playing. Tobias started to fold. I mean, that last run that he was in, listen, the Sixers, the main run that we made, right, in the third quarter when we went on a 10-3 run that actually got us back in the game, he was on the bench. He did bring him back in with 7 minutes left in the fourth. Or maybe he started the fourth. I think he started the fourth. I don't remember. It's all a blur. I was screaming the whole time. And he just folded. And he had to take him out of the game. I've never seen a player step out of bounds that many times in my life. I've never seen a player have the ball directly under the rim and be 6'9" and not be able to put it inside the hoop. And the last straw, one was Lowry drove to the rim and he yelled at Tobias for something. I don't remember what exactly, but I saw Lowry yell at Tobias twice. And I think the final straw was a wide open three-pointer. Obviously, we're trying to break a zone this whole game. We need you to be able to hit that. He hit the freaking underside of the rim almost. I mean, it was so far off, it wasn't even close. And that was when Nick took him out of the game. And honestly, you made the run with him on the bench. You brought him back. It didn't look good. You put him back on the bench. You finished the game. So shout out to Nick Nurse for making the decisions to win the game over anything else. And if Tobias is playing well again and he's part of the reason you got there, yeah, I could see him being in the finishing lineups. I know people are saying he needs to stay on the bench. They're not going to bench him. They're not going to leave him on the bench. They're not going to do that. But I'm just glad that he's finally just being used like the role player that he is. If Cameron Payne's cooking and is a big reason you got to the fourth, leave him out there. You know what I mean? I'm just glad that I finally saw Tobias Harris not be immune to being benched. We accepted. We overpaid him. He's a role player. If he's contributing and he's a big reason you got there, keep playing him. If he's selling and affecting the team negatively, get him out of here, just like any other role player. So that made me very happy. Joel Embiid, wow. Joel Embiid. Philly Mike in the house. What's good, my guy? Hot hand stays out. Exactly. I just feel like that the amount of money he's being paid and all that shit has had so much to do with the decision for so long. And we're now at a point where he's just a role player. Treat him like one. Joel Embiid, man. The people in the playback stream were angry at Joel Embiid in this game. And yes, he struggled mightily for most of the game. And what I see is, man, it's not easy for Joel when teams like this take him out of his element. And I'm going to call it like it is. He doesn't get pushed off the block in the regular season. He doesn't get 40 minutes of zone defense in the regular season. He doesn't get doubled and tripled all game long in the regular season. He dropped 70 on Wemby, and Joel's the best scoring center I've ever seen. But they let him go one-on-one the whole game. Of course he's dropping 70. Anytime he plays any team, lets him go one-on-one. Doesn't matter who it is. He's dropping 40, 50, 60, or 70. And it doesn't matter who the defender is. Absolutely nobody can guard him one-on-one. Nobody. But when you get a team like this and a coach like this, the Miami Heat, who are going to implement a seriously specific strategy, and their whole goal is to take him out of his game. Their whole goal is to not let him get to the spots he wants to get to. If it takes 2, if it takes 3 defenders to do that before he even touches the ball, and they made him uncomfortable, and he looked just out of it for 3 quarters, scoring wise. Defensively, I thought he was protecting the rim pretty good. He was leaving guys wide open for 3 sometimes. Kevin Love, Jimmy Butler, a couple Jimmy Butler shots that he just looked at him. I'm like, why is he just looking at him, bro? Get out there. And I know he's still coming off injury and things like that, but offensively, he looked totally out of his element for most of the game until that little fourth quarter run. And that was huge. And I don't want to say Joel, people were saying put Joel Embiid on the bench, and I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? Do you realize that Joel Embiid's one of those players that could not score a single point and still have a massive effect on the game? Because the entire defense is strategizing against stopping him. Guys are getting wide open threes because there's 3 guys running at Joel Embiid at all times. So he struggled. I thought he wasn't attacking a lot of times when he could have. I thought a lot of times he had like Kevin Love or somebody that he should just be hitting with a mean drop step, and he was just kind of shying away from it. And, they're going to have to, I think Nurse was probably talking to him about that at halftime. And at the end of that fourth quarter, man, he went on a run that scored 8 straight for us. And it was just huge. He got some free throws on getting Jaime Jaquez to reach in. Then he hit a 3. Then he had a drive down the lane and one. And that little run right there was massive. Put us up again. I think we were down by 3 or 4 at the time before that little Joel Embiid run happened. So shout out to that. he still went on a run and at least for a segment of the game put the team on his back. He struggles with these kind of teams and these zone defenses. And a lot of people get on him and say he can't lead a team and he's not the guy that's going to lead you to the playoffs. And I don't always think it's fair because Joel Embiid's a center at the end of the day. I think we take for granted the fact that he's the best scoring center I've ever seen. He might be the best scoring center of all time. Not the most accomplished. Calm down in the chat. I know other guys have championships. I'm just saying skill-wise. But he's still a center at the end of the day. And coaches like Eric Spoelstra are very good at strategizing to take him out of the game. And it's not like a Kobe Bryant or a Kawhi Leonard, a really fast 6'5", 6'6" guy that can really move from the perimeter, that can get around those double teams, that can, he's a big, slow center at the end of the day. So, yeah, it's easier to slow him down with those strategies than it is somebody like that. So I don't always think it's fair to expect a center to lead you to a championship. A center needs guys on the perimeter to do what they need to do to take the pressure off. Shaq had Penny Hardaway, Dwayne Wade, and Kobe Bryant. If they didn't have those guys and everybody on the perimeter was selling, he would have been doing what? Offensive foul, offensive foul, offensive foul, offensive foul. If the guys on the perimeter aren't hitting shots and aren't creating and making things happen when Joel kicks it out of a double or a triple team, what can he do? He's going to try to force it. He's going to get an offensive foul, an offensive foul, an offensive foul, an offensive foul, turnover, an offensive foul. So what I saw was, most of the game, the guys on the perimeter were not taking the pressure off by hitting shots. We were shooting 26% from three, I think, in the first half. And then our hero, our savior, Nicholas Batum said, you know what? I got this. Klay Thompson isn't Klay Thompson anymore. I'm going to be Klay Thompson. Random strays at Klay Thompson. Man. Unbelievable. And they just found a way to make it the most stressful win I've had in a long time, but they won the damn game, and that's all that matters. All right, listen, thank you guys for being here. Let's get through some super chats, man. And we'll possibly go over to the Discord and take a couple calls on the Discord also, because we haven't been doing that for a while because I haven't had the PC up and running. We got the PC back. You see how crystal clear this is, man? Look, 60 frames per second. Look at this, bro. We're in motion. Now let's talk Knicks. JAB says, I'm not there yet, bro. I can't even breathe. I can't talk Knicks. We'll look at it. I don't know. I don't know if I can handle that conversation right now. Toughest defense Embiid will face this playoffs run. Indy, thank you for the super chat. Look, you guys are going to force me to talk Knicks, aren't you? What Eric Spoelstra and the Miami Heat just did to Joel Embiid, the New York Knicks are going to do for 7 straight games. If it goes 7, it's not getting any. This is not getting easier. If you've watched any Knicks games this season or any Tom Thibodeau games ever, especially that Knicks team, the way they built it, there's just dogs and defenders all over the place, and it's not going to get easier. So what Joel looked like for most of the game, they need to figure out, because it's not like, oh, we survived the Heat, now we're good to go. Now it's going to be easy. Nah, not against the New York Knicks. It ain't going to be easy. Every single game is going to be as stressful as that game just was. Xander, thanks for the super chat. Another huge game where Nurse outcoached the other team. Gritty win. X factors everywhere. Most importantly, Tobias didn't play in crunch time. We're beating New York. Let's go. $10 super chat. Shout out to you, Xander. Thank you for that. Yeah. Listen, again, I haven't seen this. I haven't seen this since Larry Brown and the Sixers in the early 2000s. I haven't seen a coach that I was confident that could do that. And the last time we played the Heat, this is 3 times now. Two games ago, we played the Heat. Both teams were undermanned, and it was a chess match between Nurse and Spoelstra, and Nurse eventually won that chess match. And you can watch them. You watch the counters happen. It's so much fun to really pay attention to. It's so much fun to watch. And I think Sixers fans are so negative in the beginning of the game because we watched 3 straight years of Doc Rivers. And when you see what Eric Spoelstra did in the first half with the zone defense, the game, if under Doc Rivers, the game was over. There was going to be no adjustment made. The game was over before it even started. And so that's how Sixers fans are conditioned to think right now. But you have I said, watch what Nick Nurse does in the second half. Just watch it. He's not going down like that. And all of a sudden, they're breaking the zone. All of a sudden, they're doing a high-low with Batum and Embiid. All of a sudden, they got Embiid passing the ball from the top of the key to Kelly Oubre cutting back door. All of a sudden, there's things happening to break the zone, and they start executing. And it's just, Nurse made the final adjustment, and he won the game. He won the game. Batum was a huge part of it. But, yeah, you have a coach that can hang with the big dogs. And that's nice. That makes me very happy. And I hope Nick Nurse is a coach here for a long, long time. Because we've watched terrible coaches for the last... How many years was Brett here, bro? 5 or 6? And then Doc for 3? My God, 9 years of bad coaching? Well, even before that, dude, Doug Collins, Mo Cheeks. But they didn't have any rosters either. Anyway... Thank you, Matthew Woodland, for the super chat. Nick Nurse making second half adjustments. Doc Rivers would never. Absolutely, bro. Thank you for the super chat. That's exactly what I just said. I agree completely. And watch Doc Rivers in these playoffs, man. Just watch him. Because the Bucks are screwed. Young Dak, Kelly Oubre would have passed on that layup. Kelly Oubre would have passed on that layup. What layup are we talking about? What layup are we talking about? I don't know what we're talking about. I feel like Kelly had a huge and one down the stretch. The one I just talked about where he cut back door and Embiid hit him. That was a massive one. Kelly Oubre had a huge turnover on taking a charge on Kevin Love and giving him the change of possession signal. Kelly Oubre's fire and intensity and effort was incredible tonight, just like it always is. He didn't shoot the ball well. I don't think his stats were good. I think he had 10 points. But Kelly Oubre was Kelly Oubre, man. And he's just so important to this team for that reason. He's that warrior that's just, there's no real strategy. There's no real plan. He just goes and attacks. It hurts you sometimes the way that he plays basketball because he has no fundamentals whatsoever. He doesn't box out. He ball watches. He gets beat on rebounds a lot by not boxing out, but you live and die with Kelly Oubre's style of basketball. He needs to be out there. New Sixers made impacts: Batum, Payne, Lowry, Oubre. Cameron Payne for a little bit at the end of the third, into the fourth, I think. I was saying, bro, we need some kind of spark of energy. We need something. It's looking terrible. It's not looking good. Let's, put Cameron Payne on the floor. And on the Monday night stream, some guys were saying that Cameron Payne's not going to crack the rotation. And I was like, I disagree. I think wow, I called that on the money too, bro. Can I just be wrong once in a while? I said, I disagree. I feel like when the offense looks stagnant, Nick Nurse will use Cam Payne as that change of energy guy because he's just a little guy, a dude that just gets in there and just attacks. He just does things. He's going to try shit. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, but he's going to try shit. When you need a guy, you just say, hey, I need somebody to come in who's going to try shit. Cameron Payne. And he came in and what did he hit, bro? He hit 2 threes, I think. The one from the corner, I feel like his jump shot's getting more sideways than it was before. He's almost shooting the ball backwards at this point. It doesn't make any sense to me. But he hit a nice one from the corner. Young Derek, Ben Simmons would have passed on that Kelly Oubre. Thank God that dude is gone. Oh, with Gotti, that's you, man. Hey, thanks for being here, bro. I appreciate you. Yeah, Ben would have passed up. He would have kicked it out to somebody or nobody. J-Abs, that's why I say we Pascal Siakam this offseason. What's why you say that? No, I'm all right. I'm okay on Pascal Siakam. I'm okay. I'm all right. I need shooters. You saw what happened tonight? Bro. Joel's getting swarmed. He needs players on the perimeter to put the ball in the hoop, or we're done. What's Pascal Siakam doing? Shooting 25% from three? Come on, bro. I'll take Nicholas Batum next to Joel Embiid before Pascal Siakam, and I mean that. I wish he was a little younger, but it is what it is. Steph Griffin, pray for RJ. Not sure how much more his heart can Shout out to the Bull RJ. For anybody that doesn't know, in the playback streams, RJ is just the most real Negadelphian you've ever seen, bro. 5 minutes into the game, he's like, "That we're over, we're done, we lost, I'm going to bed." Third quarter, RJ's in there typing in all caps. He just can't stay away, and it's so Philadelphia, and it's so real, and we love him for it. And Steph, thank you for that super chat. Yeah, we got some people hanging out in the Discord, man. Let's take some Discord calls, and then I'm getting out of here. This game took years off of my life. Amir is in the Discord. Let's see if Discord works with StreamYard. Amir, are you there? Amir is in the Discord. Let's see if.
Can you hear me?
What's going on, man?
What's up?
How you doing, man?
Good. I just want to say first, shout out to Nick Nurse, because in the past, you were down 51-39 at halftime. The crowd was restless, like everything. And I just want to say, like, the salute to Nick Nurse, because he's just a coach who's willing to adjust. You could tell, like they said at halftime, we just weren't attacking the zone well. As soon as Buddy Hield and Batum started driving and kicking, it was open lanes, and our offense kind of just flew off from there. But shout out to Nick Nurse for making adjustments.
Yeah, bro, absolutely. It's so nice to see, and it's so, you just feel so confident that he's going to go down swinging. If he goes down, he's going down, but he's going down swinging. He's not doing the same thing and letting you punk him like that. He's going to try something else, and that's so nice, man. It's so nice. And I didn't say anything about Buddy Hield, man. I totally forgot. Shout out to Buddy Hield, man. And he hit a big three, and I only think he hit one, but
he had the one missed layup. But I mean, it was a great drive, though.
Yeah, the threat of him shooting was so valuable. You know what I mean? Once he hit one, and it just being Buddy Hield was so valuable to spread the floor, and then he was pump faking and getting into the lane and stuff, and that was huge from Buddy Hield after struggling for how long that he struggled, man.
Yeah, I know. It was good to see, and this game just mattered so much to me, because even though I wouldn't mind a Boston series, this win puts us on the opposite side of Boston now. We have a series against the Knicks. We get the winner of Indiana versus Milwaukee. I like that advantage. I just like the bracket we're in right now.
But is that true?
Look, yeah, we get the winner of the 3-6.
I thought we were playing Boston in the second round.
No. The winner of the 3-6 plays the winner of the 2-7.
So there's still hope for a Celtics Sixers Eastern Conference Finals.
Yes, there is.
Oh my God, bro! I'm gonna need to have a defibrillator. I don't even know. I'm gonna need to. I don't drink at home anymore, man. But it might, I might have to break out a little something.
I know. I know. We're talking about this game took years of our life. We're in for a series with the Knicks. That's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be rocking at MSG.
Facts, man. Facts. What else you got for me?
That's kind of it. Just for now, just Joel Embiid just got to learn to take care of the basketball. That's it. That's all I want from him.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Hey, thanks for the call, man. I appreciate it.
All right.
Shout out to Amir, man. Shout out to Amir on the Discord. It's in alphabetical order, but I'm going to try to get to you guys by who was here first. Mr. Hoover is on the line. Mr. Hoover on the Discord.
What up, DJ? How we doing?
Doing great, man. Big win, man. Big win.
Oh, yeah, facts. I mean, Nick Nurse, this is why we love Nick Nurse. He makes the adjustments that Doc Rivers, unfortunately, doesn't.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Nick Batum was huge. He had the game of the season for himself.
Right.
Okay. He balled out. And Joel, he got to play better. He got to be engaged.
Are you worried about that? Are you
Joel?
Are you worried about Joel? Because for me, like, I don't think I know really what the answer is, because I think teams like this are really good at slowing him down, and I don't see what he can do really differently. I don't know. What do you think?
I agree with you 100%. And let's also take into account the knee injury as well. That's not going to help him any. This is why, back to what you've repeatedly said, this is why you need shooters on the perimeter. Nick Batum, Buddy Hield, Cam Payne.
Facts.
Kyle
Absolute facts,
Lowry.
man.
This is why you need, when you build a team, you need people around who can shoot the rack, who can get the
Absolutely,
ball
bro.
done. I mean, Nick Batum, I've been on Nick Batum. I've been on him a lot, but he was 10 times better than Tobias Harris. This game proves it. It has to prove it to Nick Nurse.
Yeah.
Tobias Harris has to come off the bench. He has to.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna. I think he's still gonna start him, but I think I like now that I see that he's flexible enough to be like, if Tobias isn't one of the best 5 players, we're not having him out there to finish the game. But I don't think he's. I think he's gonna start the game though.
Very, very most likely, yes.
But Batum is a great example of how I've been saying for years that Tobias is a terrible fit next to Joel Embiid. I've just always been saying that. I'm like, bro, you need a guy that plays defense and is a 40+% 3-point shooter and a quick catch and shoot guy. He's neither of those things. And it's been like that for a while. And I'm like, on certain teams, sure, whatever. He can be a good player, but I always thought he was a terrible fit next to Joel. Batum is a perfect fit next to Joel. So there you have it.
I will say this, though. When I was watching the first half, I was saying to myself, and I'm on the Ricky Council bandwagon. I was saying to myself, where is Ricky Council? Where is the energy? Thank God we turned it around. I was at my local bowling alley at the bar. I'm just watching these guys. I'm like, this zone, we shouldn't be surprised. Eric Spoelstra knows how to coach zone. Yep. Maybe even better than anyone in the entire league.
He does.
He nailed it. I mean, like, they were on us like bees to honey. They were at us like crazy.
Man.
And he did a phenomenal job. And let me tell you something right now. Side note, obviously I have Heat winning the next 2 games versus the Hawks and the Bulls. But I'm going to tell you something right now. I'm looking forward to the results of the Celtics and the Heat. Because I think the Heat are going to easily beat the next 2 games or win the next 2 games.
Well, they only got 1 game. They only have to win 1 game. They got to beat either the Hawks or the Bulls.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah, the Hawks and Bulls play each other tonight. The Heat play the winner of that game.
Yeah, the Heat are going to win the next game.
And then the Heat are gonna upset the Boston Celtics in the first round. Say it.
The Heat are gonna upset the Boston Celtics in the first round. Mr. Hoover said it. Let's go.
Yo, thanks for the call, man. I got a lot of people waiting, brother. Thank you as always.
All right, take it easy.
All right, man. Shout out to Mr. Hoover. I need a Boston Philly Eastern Conference Finals, like I need $1 million, but a Miami Heat upsetting the Boston Celtics in the first round, bro. I will party for that. Jabs, I was speaking to Siakam because of how annoying Tobias is and saying Siakam would be a better fit over Tobias defensively, especially. I'm the biggest Tobias hater in the world. I still don't get the Siakam thing. I think he's a terrible fit next to Joel Embiid. That's just, I don't get it. I don't get it personally. All right, we're going to get to everyone, man. I'm probably going to try to keep you guys to 2 minutes so we're not up here for 5 hours, but I want to rock with each and every one of you because it's Sixers playoff basketball, and if this show is long, it doesn't matter. We're doing it. Zeno is on the Discord. Zeno.
Can you hear me?
What's up, man?
Hey, man. Hey.
How you doing, bro?
I'm good. I mean, right now, we won a game where I was kind of surprised the way we won. But, hey, we won it already, and I'm glad.
We won it, man. We won it.
Exactly. We spoke a little bit about what could have happened in that game. Remember what I spoke about Jimmy Butler? How he's going to have 19 points on like 11 free throws? And then it happened.
Yo, you were on the money. And yeah. By the way, I was testing my audio earlier and I asked someone in the Discord to jump on a call to test it. And Zeno was the guy. So thank you for that.
No problems.
And yeah, I was like, people don't talk about how much Jimmy Butler foul baits. And I'm watching this game and this guy's flailing his arms and legs left and right like Trae Young, dude. I lost a lot of respect for Jimmy Butler in this game.
I'm used to what Jimmy Butler does because I do watch like the Heat, like especially last season and the season before that. So I'm fully aware of what he does. Hey, no matter what you want to do, If it allows you to get wins, you get wins.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hate you for that.
Well, shout out to NBA officials for not giving him those calls because he was flopping all over the place.
Thank God, yes. I feel bad for him though. He got injured on that pump fake on transition against Kelly Oubre when he jumped into the air. I felt bad about it, but
I don't know if he got hurt.
I was reading on Twitter. They said that he was walking with a limp coming out, and I think they're getting MRI scan on him. So possibly he could go and hurt. But if he didn't, he didn't.
Yeah, Jimmy's a warrior, man. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be shocked if, like, realistically, I wouldn't be shocked if he legitimately did get hurt and played the whole game injured because that's just how he is. Yeah,
exactly.
What else you got, bro?
For me, I just want to say, Nick Batum being the savior of our team this game would have never had that on my bingo card. Very surprised that actually happened.
Nobody did.
Yeah, I was surprised when he just kept hitting those corner threes. Tobias Harris being Tobias Harris, not surprised. Kelly Oubre's defense, his pesky on-ball defense and ball denial was really nice. Buddy Hield coming in and hitting those 3 shots that we really needed in the time was really great. Tyler Hero being bad for majority of the game, and then in the fourth quarter deciding to wake up was annoying.
Dude, he just went nuts in the fourth, and I was like, really, dude? He's gonna start just catching fire when we're almost putting him away. Oh, it was so annoying.
Yeah, I was thinking because I was like, yo, in the first 3 quarters, like everyone knows who Tyler Hero is. We are not moved by him. And then in the fourth quarter, he decides to try and shed off that label. Because if you've ever paid attention to Tyler Hero in the postseason, he is not a postseason player.
Well, he gets taken off the floor a lot because teams target him defensively, and then you almost can't play him.
Not only that, offensively, I don't know why strictly. Oh, because he's not really an athlete, and his skill isn't to the level where you can play him as much. He's not as lethal as the 3-point shooter as you think he is. His self-creation isn't that good. His mid-range is not that good to be wanting the ball as much. So he kind of hogs the offense.
Word, man. Heard you on that. All right, Zeno, man. Thanks for calling, bro.
No problems. Take care.
Yeah, Zeno on the Discord reminding me about Jimmy Butler flopping the whole game, man. It's like shooting jumpers and scissor kicking and throwing his arms back and all this bullshit. And shout out to the NBA for not falling for that shit. And honestly, when I watch these officials in this game not even flinch at all of the flopping, I said to myself, is it in the cards in the NBA? Do they like the fact that in the regular season these guys get these calls? Do they enjoy that? Does it boost the numbers of everybody, Joel Embiid included, and just make more talking points around the league and make more, oh my God, this guy scored 50, 60, 70, and are they really just running a business the whole regular season and then the playoffs start and they're like, all right, okay, now we're going to officiate the game the way that we should? You know what I mean? Like, it can't be that big of a difference. It's becoming kind of obvious that they're just selling a product during the regular season, and then the playoffs start, and they're like, okay, now we're going to call the game like officials should call the game. But it is what it is. It is a very, very big business, and that's the way that goes. Who else was waiting in here? My guy, we'll go Jarrett Newsom, then we got Big Al, then we got my guy Aussie Sixers fan, then we got Joannis, then we got NZ for 3. All right, we're gonna get to everyone, man. So stay tuned, my dude Jarrett Newsom.
What's going on, man?
Jarrett, what's up, man?
How you feeling, man?
I feel relieved. I was like, just please win this stupid, annoying game. Please just win it any way possible. And let's forget everything that happened.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm with you, man. I'm with you, brother. I'm with you. I'm totally with you, man.
What you think?
Man, but I'm going to tell you, this game was about simple things, man. Defense, and adjustments.
Yes, sir.
And I'm going to tell you, my brother was so right on when he said, we're not going to play any other teams that have the personnel that Miami has and practice that zone like anybody else.
I I feel like the New York Knicks are going to do this same exact thing. I feel like the New York Knicks are going to do this same exact thing. Jared, can you turn the volume off in the background? I can hear myself.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that, brother.
It's all good.
My fault.
I feel like the Knicks are going to be just as tough, man. Probably not as good at but they play tough defense, man, and they're deep, and they got the defensive personnel.
They do, but here's the thing we got to think about. They're not practicing it just like your boys, Miami. They practice it. They run the zone more than any other team in the league because they know they can't match up. Now, we have to understand something. They can't match up with us. Batum showed his importance today. We got dogs in a lot of positions, except for one, of course. We got a puppy. But anyway, the thing we have to understand is real simple. You remind me of when you was going after Simmons. You was right on then. Now you going after this other puppy? Hey, I'm not going to even mention his name. But the thing is, we have to understand this, man. It's not about any other team. It's about us, baby.
Right. Absolute facts, man. Yeah, man, it is what it is, but I've always just, when I started this, I was like, if I think something, I'm gonna say it, and nobody's gonna change my opinion just by calling me a hater or something like that. If I feel like something is very obvious, I'm gonna keep saying it. And I always get pushback from these people on the internet now, but there's just no way they're watching the game like us because this is easy to call. The guy plays the game soft. It's not that hard to see. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Yeah, but I'm gonna invite somebody in on it. My brother, who's basically the person. Go ahead, man. Say your thing. Say your thing.
What's up, sicko? Hey,
What's
man,
up?
check this out here. Look, hey, man, line them up. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? I was talking to my brother. I was the one in the back years ago. He was like, who's that guy in the back that was talking crazy? That was little brother. Now, little brother to the forefront. Okay, look, I'm saying it like this, my guy. Man, I want one of them sicko hats. I've been a Sixer my whole life. We haven't won one since I was 11. I'm 50 now.
Woo!
Been with the Sixers my whole life. Never go against the grain. Never. And you know what we're gonna do? Hey, just line them up, man. I was talking to my brother. I was like, look, man, we're the 7th seed. I said, who cares?
Line them up.
After we line them up, we came back and won 8 straight. You know what I'm saying?
We're beating
Okay,
everybody.
man.
We're beating everybody.
Oh, no. That's my nephew. Hold on. No, interrupt. But I'm just like this. From what I saw today, I was like, hey, the Heat has been playing us for years. I don't think they're going to be able to play Joel Embiid like that. I don't think if they have the personnel, the other teams don't have the personnel to do it. The Heat has always tried to play Joel like that.
That's true.
it. But I don't think the other teams will have the personnel to really just come and stop Joel and be like, he's going to cut you up after that. You know what I'm saying? And when he dropped that ball down to Uribe, I said, my brother, I said, look, when he dropped it down there, I said, he's going to find you, which solidified that win with that 3-point play.
Yep.
Yes.
Absolutely. The only other guy that's been really good at stopping Joel Embiid is Nick Nurse. He's on our side now.
He's on our side. Well, I'll tell you what, though. As far as I'm concerned, like I told my brother, I said, look, we are where we are. Line them up. I just want to get past the first round. Let's advance. Who's ever next?
This.
Line them up.
We got this, man. We got
Sixers,
this.
Man.
Yo, I appreciate you guys.
Sixers, man. Sixers, man. Look, I don't care. I really don't care. You know what I'm saying? Hey, who's ever next? Line them up.
Line them up. Yo, thank you guys for calling, man.
It doesn't matter.
Thank you guys for calling, man. I appreciate you. I had to cut him off, man. Shout out to Jared and his brother, man. Dude's been watching the Sixers since he's 11. He's 50 years old, hoping his team finally stops playing like frauds, man. Shout out to him. Yeah, thanks for the call, Jarrett, and shout out to you guys. We got my guy Big Al on the Discord. Big Al off the Jungle Juice. Big Al, you there?
Can you hear me?
What's up, man?
Dude, we've been pumping the drinks tonight. It's been pretty hype night.
You got some drinks in you?
Dude, yes. I mean, it was a pretty rough first half. Well, you are wrong though. Al Horford is kind of Joel Embiid's daddy, for being completely honest.
Ooh, I forgot about that. You're right. You're right about that.
But I think he is right, man. Bam is a lot. He's kind of built a little bit like Al Horford, if you actually think about it. Kind of 6'9", 6'10", quick feet. Good hands.
Yeah, I just don't think he has quite the defensive IQ that Al Horford has, man. Al Horford's just like, so for some reason, a step ahead all the time.
Way better. Yeah, I was about to say, well, Al Horford's a way better defender than Bam is on Embiid.
Yeah,
nothing to take away from Bam because he's a good player too. And by the way, who's that guy who's bitching on the phone call about Jimmy Butler? Like, fuck Jimmy Butler. He literally went into Tyler Hero or Kelly Oubre. You know what I mean? When he got hurt or whatever, the guy was bitching about it.
Yeah, he pump faked on a fast break, and I was saying that in the live stream. I was like, when you pump fake, I've seen this plenty of times playing ball growing up. So when you pump fake on a fast break, somebody's jumping. That's a dangerous play. You know what I mean? So if you're gonna pump fake on a fast break, it's on you if something bad happens. It's better for you to just put the shot up.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought that the energy in the building, the atmosphere was incredible tonight. Honestly, I was interested to see how it was going to look, but I thought the atmosphere really fed. They fed the floor, the fans did, and it kind of created momentum swings throughout the game, which I know it's stupid, but I really do think atmospheres do affect the game. So I thought that was
Philly's atmosphere affects the game big time, man. Those fans we just love the sport, man. But the crowd got kind of dead when the Sixers. It all goes hand in hand, when they looked like they couldn't beat that zone, and it looked like they were just laying over and dying. The crowd kind of started to lay over and die. But once they got that spark from that little run that they made when
free chicken, man.
The free chicken. Maybe that was it. The free chicken.
The free chicken, man.
Free chicken changed the game. Dude, I was so mad that ESPN was showing some guy in the crowd celebrating free chicken. I was like, I don't give a fuck about chicken. Show me the game. I was so mad, dude.
Nah, that's so funny because I was yelling the same shit at the same time. I was like, fuck that dude. I was like, I want to win the damn game or whatever.
Yeah.
I was so pressed about the game. But just going down the roster, Tobias Harris, we're not going to get into him. I think even you're too lenient on him. I don't understand why he's playing. Maybe he should play 2 minutes a game, 3 minutes a game. He should be around the campaign minutes tonight. He's awful, obviously. And I thought Batum played very well. Honestly, defensively in the first half, he was playing good. But, dude, it's just like veteran experience, just smooth and steady. He outplayed Butler in the second half, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I thought Lowry was great. I thought Maxey was a little underrated, honestly. I thought he had a pretty good game. I didn't think he shot the ball well, but I thought he hung in there, competed.
Yeah, he struggled to shoot the ball, but I definitely saw him kind of just shying away. Once that zone was really just, you got a 3-point attempt or nothing, he just kind of wasn't attacking as much as I thought he would.
But, yeah, in the first half, I feel like he passed up a couple of looks from three that he'd usually throw out. But
facts.
It's Nick Nurse. I love Nick Nurse, but he got cooked in the first half on that zone. He had no clue what to do about it. He adjusted well in the second half, but in the first half, he was a chicken with his head cut off trying to break the zone. Eric Spoelstra is a phenomenal.
I don't know what you know what I mean. It's wild because I don't know what they were saying during timeouts that he wasn't saying at halftime, but something happened at halftime. I don't know what they did at halftime. Did they get a whole practice session in? Like, I don't understand how it changed that much. You know what I mean?
They're running a box top zone, which is they kind of ran those zones when you were in like middle school. It was basically when you'd had a really good big guy. You run 4 guys in a box. You run 1 guy at the top to put pressure on the top man.
Yep.
And basically,
box and one. That's what we used to call it.
Is you enter from the corner.
Yeah.
You enter to the post through the corner, or you cut somebody from the top. If they're doubling from the corner, or if they're doubling the top 2 men onto Embiid on the elbow or whatever. And they finally adjusted to that in the second half. But I was like kicking my ass.
The box and one, man. We used to call it a box and one, man. Yeah. It was killing us, bro, because the box and one, you can double team so fast at the top of the key, and that's So you got to kill them in the corners because you got to make those top 3 guys spread out and sprint out to the corner. So yeah, you're right, man.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought Buddy Hield, not as a scorer but as a facilitator, man, he was dishing tonight. He played out of his mind.
He used his 3-point shooting ability to everyone's advantage, not just
Gravity.
Gravity, absolutely. Spreading the floor, and just the fact that they were flying out to him because he's Buddy Hield. He took advantage of it on the pump fakes and drives and making things happen. So it was nice to see, man.
I'm gonna get wasted tonight. I appreciate you taking my call, man.
All right, Big Al. Drink water before you go to sleep. I learned that. It took me a long time.
I'm gonna be puking tomorrow. Don't worry. No school.
He said I don't have school. I'm gonna be puking tomorrow. Jesus, man. Well, I was there too in my early 20s, so it is what it is. Ioannis, then we got NZ for 3, then we got my guy SG. All right, so thank you all for being patient, man. We're rocking with all of Sicko Nation, man. Ioannis, what's going on? Yo. Ioannis, are you there? We got nothing. I see your name blinking, but I'm not hearing any audio. I don't know if that's on my end or not. I just had success with a couple different. Let's try NZ, see if that works. And we'll get back to you. NZ. Oh, we're not getting audio from anyone now. What did I do? We were just rocking out, dude. What happened? Calls are muted. What the freak? Hold up. Let me go to settings real quick. Output, Pro 2 chat. It should be working. I'm not getting any audio from the Discord anymore. Damn, I wanted to hear what you guys had to say, man. What the doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. Let me reopen Discord real quick, see if we can get back to it. Discord app. I don't know what happened. Let's try to start over. NZ, you there? NZ, you there? Try my guy SG on here. SG. We got no audio from the Discord. From the Discord only. I have no audio from the Discord only. That makes absolutely no sense. I got audio everywhere else. We'll try to just do it maybe this way. SG, you there? SG, you there? What the happened? Well, I don't know what happened, but I have no more audio from the Discord. And that was a lot of fun. You know what? We'll do it this way. Forget the Discord. We're copying the link, and we're going to post it in the chat for you to call in on StreamYard. And we'll do it that way. You can call in right on StreamYard. You click the link, and it'll work just like the Discord. I posted it. Where did I post it? You guys are typing too fast in the chat, bro. I think I posted the link. Paste. Send. There it is. Let me see if I can pin it. I can't pin it right there. I can pin it this way. Hold up. We're getting to you guys that have been waiting, bro. We're not going out like this. We still got 1,000 people watching the show. Yeah, here we go. Pin. There. Click that link that's pinned at the top of the chat. We'll get you on the show, man. There's NZ. Let's see if this works. NZ, what's going on?
Can you hear me now, Eastwood? You able to hear me now?
I can hear myself, but I can't hear anything else. That just flat out doesn't make sense. Hold on, NZ. Did I unmute your mic? Can't unmute your guests because they chose to mute themselves.
No, I'm unmuted now.
Are you there?
Can you hear me?
I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know what happened.
You.
Tobias Harris hacked the show. He doesn't want to hear any more Tobias Harris slander.
You. Can you hear me?
Shaq, you there?
Yeah. What's going on?
What the hell? You guys
Yo.
hear, but I don't? Make it make sense.
Hey, for the people that can't hear me, man, shout out to
Make
the
it
Knicks,
make
man.
sense,
Talking about the
man.
ones in New York.
How do you guys hear it, but I don't? Well, I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. I apologize to those of you that were waiting to call and didn't get the call. There's some settings I got to mess with because the PC is basically brand new. Yeah, the chat, the show can hear you and I can't hear you. So I got to figure that out. Yeah, the PC is brand new, basically rebuilt from bottom to top, and there's a lot of settings that I probably have to go through to make sure this doesn't happen again. I just can't figure out why we were rocking for so long. The audio was coming straight through Discord. It was all good, and then it went away. I don't understand what happened. But anyway, we've been up here for over an hour anyway. And you guys are dope. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. I know you guys hear him. I can't hear. Yeah. But yeah, thanks for rocking with me. Thanks for hanging out, man. And it's StreamYard, I think. I think it's StreamYard. Something happened with StreamYard, dude, because it says there's still 11:05 in here, but the YouTube stream says there's 7:49. So the StreamYard stream like froze or something. I don't know what happened, dude. But either way, Sixers win. They escape the Miami Heat. It was not fun, but we did it. Now we get the New York Knicks. And that's not going to be fun either. None of this is going to be fun. All right? I might just have to restart my Roadcaster or something like that. Who knows what happened, but we'll be back up, man. And anybody that was waiting to call and didn't get to call in, I'm sorry for that, but there's going to be a lot of post-game live shows, and we'll have the technicalities figured out. All right? Y'all the best, man. Go Sixers, man. We're taking it all, bro. I am exhausted. Y'all are the best, man. Peace.